So just real quick before we start, full name and position in the production for the transcript.
Yes, of course. My name is Adam Croasdell, and I am the European voice actor, English voice actor for Alfred and NIghtwing.
Good Lord, your voice is awesome.
Thank you very much. It's
you can see how it's completely appropriate for Alfred. Tell me about playing NIghtwing, who is one of the most iconic Robins you will ever find.
Oh my God, yeah. Yeah, I was signed to do Alfred, and I thought, well, this is glorious, brilliant. And then very close to...
You said it! Don't let me go on.
Then very close to actually recording, they said, yeah, how do you feel about doing some NIghtwing? And I was like...
The hell are you saying?
Yeah, I thought, well, this is amazing. So I was doubly honoured and privileged. And
you knew who NIghtwing was before that?
I did, yeah. But I did go ahead and get some great graphic novels and jump into those as well, just to refresh. And he's amazing. He's just, he's just amazing. And I to be part of the lore of Batman on both sides of the line was so great.
Thank you.
Me?
Yeah. Go on, dude.
Okay. So auditioning for the role, you didn't initially audition for NIghtwing. You just kind of showed up and they did it.
Yeah.
How did you fall into that role? It's a different voice.
It's a very different voice from Alfred.
Completely. So how did you land that?
Did you do your voice differently for NIghtwing?
The accent kind
He
of
actually
changes.
sounded a lot like this, didn't you notice? Yeah, no, of course, he's a young American adult. Yeah, of course I did. At the time, I was doing at the end of doing 3 years of voicing Final Fantasy 15.
Okay.
And
How badass.
As Ignis.
As Ignis, thank you. Yeah, and there were 4 of us, 4 main characters, and one of them is Prompto, played by Robbie Damon, who also voices Spider-Man. And I thought, who do I know who's a young, sort of sassy American man? And I thought, it's Robbie Damon. And so I'm loosely doing the Robbie Damon for my NIghtwing. So yeah, you're welcome, Robbie. You're welcome.
Did you tell your friend that he's your inspiration?
I actually haven't told him yet, so I'm sure we'll get back to him now.
The internet will tell him.
The internet will tell him, yeah.
This girl just keeps throwing people on the spot.
Everyone takes their turn under the bus.
If not NIghtwing, who would you prefer? Who would you like to voice?
In the realm of Batman?
Yeah.
In the Batverse.
Oh, I mean, it has to be Joker, right? I mean, I know it seems obvious, but there's so much that can be done with him, and
a version of the Joker with your voice. Wow.
Yeah, there's so much creative freedom when it comes to Joker. Batman always has one voice, and Joker's always.
Yeah, and there's levels of insanity out there, and ways to do it, and it's just so free. I mean, I can't imagine how much fun he had doing it. And he did such a great job. It's remarkable.
Yeah. What was your favorite line from the movie? Because Alfred has quite a lot in comparison with NIghtwing, but
he does.
what was your favorite scene for both of them?
Yeah, well, that's nice. I liked the surprise at which Batman didn't realise who was pouring him his tea into the pan, and then the reveal of the Batmobile, and then sort of Alfred slightly patting himself on the back about his miso fish recipe, which is rather delicious. It's just so funny. He just sort of drifted off into sort of reverie about how clever he'd been in the kitchen when all the enormity of everything else was happening around him. I love that about Alfred.
That's fantastic. Have you done any research into the Japan feudal era in preparation for this?
Yeah, well, strangely enough, when I was a kid, I loved all things Japan, and so I did.
As did most of us, apparently.
Right? Yeah, here we all are.
Yeah.
And a lot of that served me very well, like in terms of this project. I must say, when I arrived in the booth on the first day and they said, do you want to see some visuals? And they switched them on. Really, it was, as Yuri said, jaw hit the deck because it was so beautiful and exactly in the time period that I loved and romanticized as a kid. So.
Okay, I'm going to hog another question, please pardon me. Tell me you watch anime, and if so, what?
Well, it's funny you should say that, but I don't watch nearly enough.
Oh,
and I
none of us do.
Yeah. And I know it's sort of kind of a strange thing for me. I do a lot of on-camera stuff as well, but I don't have a television. I've banned myself from TV. I go watch movies and I read. So I haven't sat down and done.
At least you still read.
I know it's old school. But I'm not into anime as much as I possibly should be.
Well, a favorite anime that you watched previously?
Let's see. I mean, do any of the sort of the Voltrons and the?
They absolutely still count.
They count?
Absolutely.
Because I was
They
a
are
massive
anime.
fan of
They're old school anime.
They're old
actually.
school. Yeah, as a kid coming up, we watched a lot of that on TV, and so to see these castles transform into Voltron-esque Uber robot was just astonishing. So yeah.
So, from a production aspect angle of this, did the Japanese version come out first? Like, was there already an existing kind of visual that you had for the character going in? Because a lot of these animated movies, you go and record, you don't know what it's really going to look like until 9 months later after they did the production. So, did you have a visual to go into them?
Thankfully, it was all done. Yeah, we were the sort of the thin sort of fascia over the top of all this amazing work, and it came in. It was coming in blocks, I believe. So even the writers were sort of like, and director Michael did this side in the States, were sort of juggling a bit and bobbing and weaving with the piece of information as they came in. But obviously there's so much visually to take into account, and they probably already told to the writers that they did do a little bit of some of the humour was being lost, the Japanese humour to the Western ear, so they had to rewrite some of that. So we had a lot to go with. It was a short answer.
All right. Unless we have other questions, I think that's about it, unfortunately. But thank you so much. You're wonderful.
Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
For speaking to me, guys.
How's your Wondercon going so far?
My first Wondercon. Have you guys been?
I've been here like 6 years.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of fun. Thank you so much.
The exhibitors hall was astonishing. I can't believe how big it is.
I haven't been able to see it yet.
I was just saying to these guys for the first time. I mean, segways have been an anathema to me. I'm like, why a segway? And yesterday in there, I was like, I need a segway.
All right, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your con.
Likewise. Take care.